the Guardians set there?
Nope. I want to watch this one.
You didn't see it?
Hold on. I gotta make sure my device is working.
Yeah, check it out.
We will be with you guys shortly, everyone. Let's see.
It's comic accurate.
Oh, a
coloring.
green Drax.
It's actually comic
Nice.
accurate coloring, which is pretty cool.
Okay, let me see if I can zoom in just a tiny bit because it's kind of wide angle for two people. And scoot
Yeah.
that way just a tiny bit. So. That's good. There you go. All right.
Ugh, my voice. Turn it
Your
off.
voice?
I don't need to hear that.
All right. I'm making sure that the audio is good. And I'm squared up.
Square, yo.
All right. Well, welcome to the Morning Brick, the best source for LEGO news, rumors, and discussion here at Atlanta Brick Co. at 9:30s on Wednesday morning. Today we've got Mark and Joe, two of the OGs,
Yeah, man.
the original bros. And we're going to have a great time chatting about a whole bunch of stuff. I have my laptop so I don't lose track of everything we're talking about.
That's pretty smart.
But let's see, where was I? Here's my favorite site. A lot of this I'll be pulling from the Brick Fan, but a lot of this is all over the interwebs as well. So
That's a good one. I have that pre-ordered.
make sure I got my comments visible so I can see what everyone's talking about. We've got actually quite a few of our friends here today. We've got Will Lamb, Morgan, T. Valkyrie, Lima Bricks, Brick Mom VA is in the chat too.
Brick lore.
Brick Lore. So a bunch of our friends. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
we sure
for sure.
appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps the video so much. But Joe, what's the first thing you want to talk about today, this morning?
Well,
all the LEGO news that
I'm
happened.
just mad my pre-order sets haven't come in yet, and everyone else's are. Like, I just have a shipping label created. That's as far as my orders got.
So I know mine was out for delivery, but maybe that was just my gift with purchase.
Yeah, I already got that.
Yeah.
But those actual sets I wanted.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on 2 Galaxy Explorers right now, and I'm like, come
And
on.
then Jacob sent me a picture of his Galaxy Explorer yesterday.
So-
I already got his in.
All of the Peach Slug people on the north side, they all have theirs. They're all like, it's the best set I've ever... I'm crying. I'm so happy. And I'm like... Oh,
Where's mine?
Yeah, we're grumpy, guys. Grumpy J isn't in the chat, but we're grumpy,
We are
and we're
representing.
gonna have a little bit of a grumpy morning brick. I'm sorry if you were hoping for a positive one. The ladies were not here in the store this morning, so it's just us.
And we were looking around at all the sets that have gone up in price by hundreds, not really, but like overall.
some
like,
big jumps and some
I mean, like,
sets. Yeah.
for example, the Gardens, the Bugle, those went up to $350.
Yeah,
Several of the Harry Potter castle went up to $470 from $400.
so $70 increase. That's a lot of money.
Huge. Yeah, that's a ridiculous.
That's a medium-sized set right there.
Yeah, that's a good.
a lot of
the Gauntlet.
yeah. The Gauntlet probably went up. A bunch of the sets have.
Yeah, the actually the Infinity Gauntlet went up $10. The Mandalorian helmet went up $10.
I saw that the Medieval Blacksmith went up quite a bit.
It went from $150 to $180.
Yeah, so $30 increase,
It's
which is
pretty
a lot
rough.
for a $100, $150
Yeah.
set. So, wow.
Just painful.
Anyway.
And everything like that.
I'm wishing I had bought a few sets beforehand, but it'll be okay.
Yeah.
We get them inbuilt, and then you can buy them cheaper here. So there's
Exactly.
always a way to save some money.
I did get the Treehouse and the Bookshop already,
Mhm.
and the Bookshop went up to $200, and Treehouse went up to $250. So I'm glad I got them already, but I'm annoyed because now I know other people are gonna be mad about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a reminder that the best time to get Legos when it's brand new before anything happens, it retires or it goes up in value. But so we got a bunch of people in the chat. Let me see what's going on here. Yep, same situation, broski, says Tom. Hello, guys. This is Brickfires. Yeah, quite a few friends. Started my Galaxy Explorer last night. Awesome. Well, that's great, Bricklar. We're so happy for you. We're not happy for us. Yeah, everyone's dropping Joe emojis. It's great. Daniel says, it's actually Double King, but Daniel says, wow, how long has it been since only 2 people were on the morning brick? I know.
It's been a while.
Angie and Randy were not here, and I'm usually have at least one of them on the show. Depends on who's here, but yeah, so they weren't here, so I had to pull Joe away from his busy orders and stuff like that.
It's fine. I had nothing to do important.
Okay, that's good.
Except everything.
Nothing extremely urgent, just the regular. Okay, that's good.
It's a regular urgency, yes.
Yeah. So I want to ask you guys who are watching. First of all, did you get any of the pre-order sets or any of the sets from August 1st? What are some of the sets that you got that you're excited about and they're arriving soon? And are you did you get any before they went up in price? Were there any that you knew were going to go up in price, or now are you sad that they're going up in price?
There's several I assumed they would go up. I did assume the treehouse I thought was going to retire, which it probably will soon.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm glad I got that one before it went up. The bookshop I had a feeling would jump up to 200 because it was such a good deal, so I just went ahead and got it.
Yeah.
But I did pre-order the Sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
Or not pre-order, I ordered it August 1st, so hopefully that'll come in soon.
Next couple days. So.
I pre-ordered the Baby Groot,
mm-hmm.
the Nano Gauntlet, and the Obi-Wan Starfighter. I'm going to get the Inquisitor ship, but if I get it now, I'm going to want to build it, and I can't because I have nowhere to put it.
You have no space? You're out of space?
I don't have space for any of these sets, but I'm going to get them anyway. So
just line them up, yep.
I already have a wall that's starting to get covered with sealed sets.
Mm-hmm.
But and then there's a few, like, the Hogsmeade set that I keep thinking about getting. It was $80 and it jumped up to $90 now, and I'm like, it just makes it tough.
It's a really cool set. I've seen it built, and
I went to Universal and went to the Hogsmeade there, so that's why that one kind of
personal
appeals
connection.
To me, yeah.
Mm.
But it just stinks, man.
Yeah, it stinks. I did get the Viking Ship recently, so that'll be arriving in a couple. No, I think it started out high price.
Okay,
like
it's a great set though.
A couple of the new sets that they've released, they had already price adjusted.
Yeah.
Like for example, I'm pretty sure the castle was going to be released at $350. That's where they were rumoring that for so long, and then it comes out for $400 because they're just like, might as well.
Still a good deal though.
Yeah. Still, for the parts, it's actually a pretty good deal. I mean, it has 22 minifigures.
Now, one that did come out recently was that Iron Man set. That one just came out. The new Hall of Iron.
Yeah.
Retails for $90.
Yeah.
It's got 400 and something pieces.
It's
awful.
Yeah, it seems like a bad price point.
It's really terrible.
Yeah.
It's got some good figs, but it's not that good.
Now, I've seen some set combos with that and the Baby Groot.
I actually got one of those yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was at Costco for $100. So if you have a Costco, go check it out.
It almost seems like they're putting them together and it's what they should. One of them should have been priced.
Exactly.
Or, vice versa.
It's a $90 set and a $55 set.
Yeah.
I mean, then you're saving $45. And then that's, say that's $40 for the Groot, $60 for the Iron Man set. That's what they should have been.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you get them together at Costco, it's the right price in our minds.
Costco has the greatest deal sometimes.
Yes.
I found killer stuff there.
It's very surprising to see Lego, working with Costco to get really
weird,
low budget sets. So it's awesome. So if you aren't shopping at Costco, find somebody who does shop at Costco and they can get it for you. But let's see comments. I'm with you, Joe. I want all these sets, but no room, says Bricklore. Yeah, that's the main problem for a lot of collectors. Once they get a certain threshold, it's all a huge logistical issue.
That's why you asked me this morning, and you're like, you pre-ordered the castle? I was like, no. Like, I put it in my cart, and then I was like, where am I going to put that? Like,
you're thinking about where it's actually going to go on the shelf. I'm like...
I do want to get it, and I probably will. It's not a good idea. I'm going to want to build it too bad,
Yeah,
it looks fantastic.
I'm going to have to bust into it right away. Maybe live stream it. We'll see.
That would be awesome. I'll come build it with you.
Samuel Smith says, what's on your laptop, Mark? I've got a website. It's called The Brick Fan, and that helps me with a bunch of the news items that I want to talk about before I forget them. I'm not good with writing lists, so just having it in front of me helps a lot. And I got a cool laptop to show off, too. I got a lot of stickers.
You just like, check me out.
Exactly. All my Lego stickers. So Darth Maul says, I'm probably getting the Inquisitor shuttle and the ATTE for my birthday. That sounds like a great birthday.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday coming up, Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And then Tom says, got the castle, spaceship, both speed champs, and the 3 new stunt bikes. That sounds like a great solution.
That's pretty good. Yeah, the new speed champions with the Dom's Charger and the Aston Martin with the James Bond are fantastic.
Yeah.
$20.
Speed
really
Champions is like one of the best Lego themes, and
it's also one of the best priced Lego themes.
Yeah, because they're still licensed, but they're really affordable.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. Is it just me or does Lego always screw over Americans? Well, that could be Lemur Bricks. I will say that I was speaking to my friend from Germany yesterday, and the prices are going up all over the world.
So they can't blame it on inflation, then.
Yeah. It's not, and they haven't been blaming it on inflation.
Okay.
It's about global shipping issues, which is a pretty blanket statement for...
So we have to raise this Hogwarts castle $70.
Yeah. Doesn't matter they've had record profits.
Yeah.
Anyway, we aren't going to get into that much detail, but it is kind of a little bit like, come on, Lego, come on. Are you trying to get Lego to everybody, or are you trying to make lots of money? Let's think about that.
That sounds about right.
I don't know. I know they love the bottom line getting higher and higher, but
shocking.
Yeah, still. Let's see.
Big businesses.
Daniel said, my Galaxy Explorer is en route. I got the castle at 11:50, and I've pre-ordered the office for the fall. Very cool.
So that came back on pre-order. That's good.
I'm guessing so. And hopefully, I think that's a great way to sell the Lego idea sets, because instead of releasing a small batch of them and they all go out of stock immediately, have people pre-order them, make as many as people want.
Exactly. And then make some extras.
Exactly. I think a lot of people are used to pre-ordering Lego sets now. I know I do.
I mean, I don't do it all the time, but this wave, I was like, yeah, I should probably go ahead. And the Forceman Hideout was available, so that made it worth it. So I have 2 of those now.
Oh, yeah. I have one that you built.
I built it. It was super cool.
And then I have one that is unopened.
So now I don't have to build mine.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to build one.
You got the build experience, just put them on the shelf where they're nice and compact.
They're just going up a wall.
Exactly. Let's see. There's plenty of comments this morning. Let's see here.
Awesome.
My pre-order for Groot and the ambush on Ferrix arrived yesterday, says Morgan.
Ambush? Oh, yeah, that's the...
Is it Star Wars
Andor set.
Oh, yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, the Andor vehicle.
It looks pretty good. That trailer. Did you watch the trailer?
I haven't yet. I need to watch it. I would watch it now, but the copyright would probably get us there.
It's really epic, actually.
Yep. Let's see. Good morning, friends. Good to see everybody joining the chat. We sure appreciate it. Let's see. The Lego website has gotten more stable on release days than it used to be, says Morgan. In the past, it was so bad you'd add things in your cart and they would suddenly disappear, etc. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, they're struggling sometimes.
It wasn't too long ago. I think it was May the 4th. It was still pretty bogged down, but this time they've kind of spaced a few things out, like the castle.
That helps. Yeah.
And other items for
I think
pre-order.
that was a smart move.
So
they knew how popular it was.
The Lego website survived pretty intact this August for all its releases. But yeah, good point there, Morgan. So looking at the other news items, I know we were having some kind of not heated but passionate discussions about the new Marvel action figure style sets that have released. Let's see if I can find a picture for
I've got some right here.
Reference. Let's see.
Mark, right here.
Oh, you got them there. Okay. So there's all kind of Spider-Man related stuff. You got Venom, you got Miles Morales, and the original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So they look like the Iron Man from a little bit earlier, but just in those themes. Now, I'm not 100% sure how everyone felt about this, but I know that a lot of the Marvel fans were not a giant, like really behind the posable Iron Man.
I saw that come out and I went. Ugh. I mean, number one is Iron Man, who is already not my favorite.
Yeah, you don't like Iron Man,
but I love the Iron Man figures, and I have basically all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But that came out and it was like, bro, what's wrong with his head?
Yeah.
Like that immediately you see that weird. It's like, and then just goes.
He wasn't working for me as far as just overall shape.
It doesn't look right.
But and it's and so I was kind of thinking that was a little bit of a misfire, and apparently Lego thought it was successful. Maybe it was with the kids. I don't know.
Well, and I think that's what it is. These are definitely something that's a lot of adult, we're not gonna buy it, and these kids are gonna see him and be like, oh my goodness, it's Spider-Man. Kids ask about Spider-Man all the freaking time.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man, they do but Spider-Man,
Venom.
Yeah.
Kids love Venom. It's crazy.
And actually, out of all of them, the Venom does look fantastic. I have to say, overall, I have no issues with the Venom one.
Yeah.
I think the head works for him, and he's
supposed to look big and abnormal.
He looks really epic.
Yeah.
But the Miles Morales and the Spider-Man, again, same problem. The bodies aren't too bad.
Got a little
it
bit
works
of
for the skinniness.
Pointy head looking.
But the head is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
It just does not look good. It's just awful. That's a terrible piece.
I also find it interesting that they've got minifig scale spider webs that they're shooting. And they're a little bit small. I don't know. They're like, you got a little tiny sprig of a web. Yeah.
It just goes.
Yeah, it's like about the size of a hand coming out.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Some things I'm not a huge fan of. But
definitely a kid thing, I'd have to say. Kids will love it.
What do we know what prices those are releasing for?
I think they're not too bad. I think it's like $25 each.
I'm lost already. Huh?
Yeah, 25.
25 each. That's a pretty good deal, but
at least for the 2 Spider-Mans. I don't know about the Venom.
Venom might be it.
I'd say that's
more,
probably 30.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked, honestly.
Lego, the last. Oh, you guys.
Look at that weird ad you got up there.
Huh?
Did you see the ad at the top?
No, I try not to look at the ads, Joe. I'm here for the Lego. Let's see.
I think it had your face on it.
I'm gonna see if there's a Venom price.
Wait, no, actually, go look at the ad.
Oh, that's our store.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta Brick Coast.
It's literally us. That's hilarious. I just saw your face and I was like, that's weird.
So Google ads showing up for Atlanta Brick Co on this site, so that's pretty fun. All right. Anyway, so yeah.
That's so cool.
Okay, we got to talk about this. Really excited about the Lego
Castle.
Icons Lion Knights Castle. Really cool. I pre-ordered mine. I know Daniel pre-ordered his. We talked about it in the comments.
Yeah.
So really excited about that. I'm hoping it doesn't take more than maybe a week to arrive, hopefully. Or no, when is it going to be? It's going to be shipping out the 16th or?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, soon.
I didn't look at it.
It's ordered. I'll get one.
Ugh.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
I mean, yay.
On this site, I'm seeing that a lot of the advent calendars for different themes are released, such
Yeah.
as Friends, City. I saw a Marvel one as well.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Look
the
at the box art. I didn't see those.
yeah,
Actually, that looks pretty cool.
very cool box art for the big, ugly Venom and Spider-Man figures.
But very kiddie, you know.
Yeah, they're
Looks
very much for kids.
sharp.
Yeah.
The advent calendar I'm very excited about is that the Star Wars one looks good, but the Guardians of the Galaxy is a holiday special.
Mhm.
It's Marvel, but it's Guardians only.
Yeah.
So we get some great figs here. Let's see.
You were talking about the Drax with the
Yeah,
green.
so look, these are the figs we get. We get
Nice.
the Groot, who is making himself a Christmas tree.
Yep.
The Rocket, and so all four of these figs I think are exactly the same
Mm-hmm.
as the one that comes in the Guardian ship.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't have, this is a cheaper way to get them. But then there's the Drax with his baby Groot sweater, and his head is the comic color, so it's more of a green.
It's like a sand green color.
It looks sand green to
Yeah.
me. And he's got the baby Groot green sweater, and then Nebula has a new head print and a Thanos white sweater.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's the difference between the head on the Drax, and I think it's really cool that they did the comic version.
Yes.
I'm a fan because we've got two like this already,
Yeah.
and getting one, see how it's a little different on the Nebula print.
Yeah, it has more gold
More
and
accurate,
stuff.
yeah. So yeah, I think it's cool that they're doing a Guardians advent calendar.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy they did the Marvel one. It wasn't the best. Like
Yeah.
the figures were not insane, but it's just cool that they're actually finally doing Marvel stuff for
Yeah.
advent calendars.
And a lot of figures, because a lot of advent calendars will have like 3 figures and then they're done.
This
This
comes
has
with
what, like
6.
6?
Yeah, it comes with all the Guardians except Gamora. 'Cause
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's pretty sad. But yeah, so that one came out. Harry Potter has one.
Star Wars one also is fantastic.
Star Wars one looks good. I haven't seen that one. Let's see.
Really. There's the Wakanda Forever sets. Those came out.
Yes. So a few more pictures of the Wakanda Forever sets. They look even better with the box art.
The prices are just too high for me. Like this is a cool set, but it's $50.
Yeah. For one
I
vehicle,
could pay
4
$40
figures.
for that, but $50 just I don't. And then that's $35.
That seems like a better deal, but
it works
still.
for the piece count, but the build's not good enough. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a good build, I guess, but it just doesn't look appealing.
Mm.
So
Yeah. Well,
I don't really know. What's
maybe
supposed to
it'll be on sales at some point, or maybe we'll get them in the store. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But some Christmas 2022 sets revealed. You have a big Christmas tree, which I'm not sure what that's going to be. Let's see here. Expected to be released on October 1st.
How big is it?
So it's a pretty big set. It's
784 parts. That's a lot of parts.
looks like it's taller than my mug here.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty sizable.
Pretty sizable Christmas tree. That might not fit in the maybe outside like a Winter Village style thing. Then you got wintertime polar bears, which are kind of cute. They remind me of the Coca-Cola polar bears a little bit. And then you got some ornaments, the penguin and snowflake. That looks really cool. You see that, Joe? With the
Oh wow.
it's a good looking build.
That actually does look fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
There it is.
yeah, there's the Star Wars one.
Oh, look at that.
You
that
got-
Darth Vader.
The beach version of Darth Vader. That's so
I love
funny.
it. I really do think that's awesome.
You also have the Christmas sweater versions
Yeah.
of R2D2 and C3PO,
That's
which is really
so
fun.
cool. I mean, that's 3 unique figures. And in advent calendar, we usually only get 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that there's 3 and they actually look really cool, I'm pretty.
Yeah, those are some good
Pretty much
figures
a
in
fan.
that set. I mean,
That's-
it's only 3 minifigures, but it's still pretty nice.
Ryan Oliver had a good question for you.
Oh, let me scroll down here. Mark, the whole Nexonite thing is a joke, right? Do you really dislike the Nexoline, or just hands down prefer a classic castle? I haven't asked yet, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Never be afraid to ask, Ryan. It's fine. There's almost no wrong questions here at the Morning Brick, especially. But yeah, so so Nexonites is a complicated situation, right? I started out. I absolutely hated them back in the day. Like a few years ago, if you asked me, how do you feel about Nexonites? I'm like, I would have probably just hauled up and smacked you, you know. But no, this is at the store we had a nice collection of Nixon Knight sets that we gotten in, and a pretty good stock of them. And so in order to sell them, I'm like, I can kind of feed off of my negative energy a little bit, and like almost like negative any news it gets attention, it'll sell.
Sure.
So I'm like, I started posting on Facebook that these are the worst sets ever, and I've gone on record on the live stream saying Nixon Knights are the worst. We're never going to talk
and
about
now
them.
they're selling.
And then they started selling pretty well, and they kind of became a little bit more popular, at least in our sphere of influence. I'm not sure about the greater LEGO community, but here at the store, they're very popular and it's a joke appeal.
I don't like the theme, but I like the sets.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Most of the sets.
I've always admitted that the parts are amazing, and even the figures are quite good.
There's some really cool figures.
So there's always things to like about LEGO, even if the theme is not good.
The show was not
Yeah,
great.
the show wasn't good. The story just wasn't quite as good. I think the problem was they tried to make a Ninjago replacement,
It didn't work.
and it just did not
Ninjago's just
land.
too good.
Yeah. Ninjago is better. So, but yeah. So I don't like Nexonites, but I think they're ironically funny. And then we got a number of people in the chat who watch these videos and participate on Land of Brick Co.'s YouTube channel that love Nexonites or hate Nexonites, and it's become a fun little banter between. It's a conversation piece. It's great. So,
speaking of things you love, I don't know why you hate it so much.
So can you show the picture up to the chat?
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, so some more pictures released of Quill.
Yeah.
From The Mandalorian, a great character.
Yeah.
And this face seems way too long for me. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Joe?
I think it's more accurate than people are giving it credit for.
Okay.
Yeah, the face is a little long, but you get more details.
Mm-hmm.
They had to add that mold on top for the
it's
the headpiece.
Very special piece for sure.
And I think it's really a lot better than people are saying it is. So I think people are just special.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just elongated. I remember Quill's head being somewhat rounded and kind of protruding.
Was.
So maybe it looks better from the side, or
I just think it looks better than people are giving it credit for. People just like to hate on stuff.
I don't know. LEGO's done such an excellent job with the minifigures lately that it's hard when it's not 100% right. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I guess you're stingy like that.
as a castle fan, with near perfect castle figures releasing soon, it just doesn't feel right. Well, that looks a little bit better from the angle.
Exactly, it's the angle. Like when you when this is the first angle you get, and it's like straight from the bottom, kind of.
Yeah, that doesn't look good right there.
It looks a little weird, but when you look at it like that, it looks
better.
a lot better.
Yeah.
And it's coming in a UCS Razor Crest, so
that is going to
no
be exciting.
complaints.
Well, the problem I have is it was an amazing ship, really started to love it, and then they blew it up.
They did blow it up.
So I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of heartbreak of having that Razor Crest again. Especially if it's...
there's a lot of stickers.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, because these are yellow. The yellow, they're not actually building it, they're just putting stickers on it.
Stickers over it.
Which is a little disappointing.
I don't know about that, yep. Looks like my custom minifig should arrive tomorrow. Oh, nice. So that's from the, we were talking about the custom minifig printing options on the Lego.com website. You could custom print your own figure.
That's a thing, right?
And they did it for a while, but then they shut it down because there was too many people ordering, I think.
Really?
Even though you could only order one per account.
Wow.
So, because I think they started realizing, like, okay, it's going to be this many years before we are able to print all these based on the machines we have. So, yeah. Let's see. Lego must have run out of free sets. Bought the castle last night, but my Atari set is coming with a free forest hideout. There you go, Scott.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I had the same thing. I ordered the Sanctum at like 8 o'clock on August 1st, and the Forestman hideout was already gone. Like, it didn't show up as a gift of purchase.
I was kind of thinking it would be still around till, August 3rd when we were able to pre-order the castle, but no, it was apparently gone within the first few hours.
They had a very limited supply left, and they just decided to throw it back out there.
Now,
and ran out quick.
Was Grant or somebody else able to get one that morning on August 1st?
I think Grant. There was a few crazy people who decided to stay up till midnight.
I did that last night. That's why I'm kind of tired today. But
which was a bad idea anyway, because it's still available.
It was still available at least a little while ago. Probably still is. So.
Yeah, I checked this morning, and I was like, yeah, I might buy it, but I still haven't. The Sanctum's cool enough for me for now.
If you're like a superhero fan, the Sanctum's pretty awesome.
It's a great set.
I wouldn't say you're necessarily like a big Castle fan. You like Castle stuff,
like Castle.
But not like Marvel or Star Wars or other themes that or Lord of the Rings, for crying out loud.
Well, which it does give me. I've always liked medieval, so which is why Lord of the Rings is awesome.
Yeah.
And that castle is just...
It's pretty awesome. I'm excited to have
It's
it.
insane. It really is.
All right, so Morgan said, any news on the delayed ATTE?
I have no idea. I haven't kept up.
Fun fact, it's available in Europe. So, because I have a friend from Germany who stopped by Atlanta to get to Brick Fair, Virginia, and we saw him for a couple hours on his layover.
That it was available?
Yeah, he had some in his possession. He's going to sell at Virginia. So it's like you can buy them normal over there, but over in the United States they're not available. So that's
back to that question. Why does Lego hate America?
Yeah, I think Liam Brooks' statement earlier is making a little bit of sense here.
Yeah, that is odd. Like why? What's up with that?
Let's see. Target is shipping the ATTE next week. Okay, so hopefully soon.
And I heard Amazon has it and they ship it later this month as well.
Yeah, so Darth Maul. Wait, in America? Yes. So very cool. Oh, JB is here from South Australia. Well, welcome, JB. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us from so far away. Next tonight's is the highlight of ABC. I mean, that's a stretch, Brickfire. It's
definitely a stretch. I will have to agree with that.
I don't know about that. I don't know. That sounds like fake news. Let's see. Mark, you love next tonight's deep in your heart. Oh, no.
Oh,
here it comes. All right. Mark and Joe, is there any detail on ABC that you would want in my mock? Oh, so definitely include a little Nexonite reference, a few Nexo shields.
And a Joe minifigure would be good.
A Joe minifig.
Minifig.
Probably a cash register because we're a store.
That's true.
Little things like that.
Yeah, there's not too much you would have to add.
A few sets. They could be like colored bricks, you know. So
build a fig table.
It'd be pretty easy and pretty fun to build that. So I'm looking forward.
I don't know what scale you're going with, so it's hard to say what to get.
I'm guessing Liam Bricks is doing minifig scale, but we'll see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, Mark loves space and castle, so it's a perfect harmony for him. No, it's not, Tom. I do love space and I love castle, but they don't go together.
Very much do not go together. That Galaxy Explorer cannot invade the castle.
One day I'm going to fix it and make sure it's right. Thought it was something like that. Always amusing. Thanks, Mark. You're welcome, Ryan. Thank you for asking. It's a good subject here. We talk about it a lot. So. Star Wars is better. I mean, that's totally a worthy argument there, Darth Maul.
Star Wars is better than what?
I'm guessing castle and other themes, but I mean
Star Wars is good. And I do like Star Wars a lot, but
yeah,
it's not my favorite.
Looks like he's melting. It looks like his math teacher told a joke. Oh, this must be about something we talked about earlier. Let's see. They blew it up. Spoiler alert. Luckily, on the West Coast, we can buy the new releases at 9 p.m. There you go.
Oh, see, so it's not one of those things where you have to stay up till 3 p.m. to watch the new show.
Yep, they can catch it.
Yeah. So, that's one of the things that always annoys me with time zones. Mm-hmm. It's like, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. We couldn't stay up and watch them at midnight. If we wanted to watch them, we had to stay up till 3 because they released at 12 over there in California for you guys. Mm-hmm. But for us, we had to wait till 3 instead of it being 12 for everybody. Yeah. So they get to order at 9.
Relatively normal time of the day, yeah. So.
How nice.
All right. Maybe Grit and Vogue and rapping, that would be a good inclusion in your mock. That sounds like fun.
That would be funny, yeah.
Yeah. Marcus in the aquarium. Yeah, exactly. The country version of me playing in the aquarium, that'd be a lot of fun.
That was funny. That was fun.
Darth Maul asked, who's the owner of ATL Brick? That'd be, there's actually 2. You got Chris and Ed, and they both work at different times of the week. So
yeah. Chris is like the main guy, and he's here during the week, and then Ed runs the weekends.
Yeah, so it's like a teamwork.
It is.
Teamwork makes the dream work, but yeah. But any other LEGO news that we want to talk about? We talked about the prices increasing all across the board. We talked about the advent calendars. Talked about August 1st stuff.
That came out.
So yeah, the Rolling Stones came out. The floral art came out. I didn't even know there was a set.
Floral art.
I know. I didn't even know this existed, but apparently it does. So it's like a mosaic, and it has lots of cool colors. So if you haven't seen the floral art set, look it up. It's
how did I not know?
Set number 31207 on Lego.com.
$80. How many parts? That's pretty good.
So pretty good amount of pieces, almost 3,000 pieces, and it's nice.
That's pretty cool. I had no idea.
You got the Great Pyramid of Giza, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
It should have been a full one.
It should have. I'm annoyed that they did that.
You can get 2 and put them together.
Which is probably what they thought.
There's quite a few other sets coming out. But yeah, lots. Oh, the new city stuff. The new stunts sets look great. We talked about that a little bit.
Stunts are just fun, dude.
The loop reminds me of Hot Wheels so much, and it's so good.
I used to do those all the time.
Yeah. I got a Viking ship,
which is
fun. We talked about that already. Yeah, and there's a Dot's Gift with Purchase coming out later in August.
Oh, yay.
which I would have gotten.
I mean, I don't care.
But I love the Dots pieces. I don't like
Yeah.
the Dots brand necessarily, but it's some good pieces for sure.
I feel like the Dots keep selling because it's all these kids are buying them, and then it's people who go, "Whoa, I need those parts." And then they buy them.
Well, I know that there's a lot of mosaic builders. Like mosaics have really taken off the past couple
which
years
is super fun.
because you can actually buy the pieces for them now. Before it was like
Exactly.
you had to be independently wealthy to get enough pieces to build a mosaic. Now you can actually buy a good chunk of sets and have enough to do it. So
Yeah.
Yep. Angie will need the new 2-1-1 Christmas tree on October 1st. Yes, she will.
Definitely.
She's probably going to put it somewhere in her Christmas village. Oh, speaking of that, let's talk about the channel for a second. Just filmed another Winter Village update that should be out within the next week or two.
Sweet.
This Friday, we should have me and Steven discussing Exoforce,
Nice.
which is one of the most underrated, underappreciated themes ever. And we've also got some good chats about minifigures. You're on that one.
That was super fun.
So we're talking about more the best, rare, most expensive minifigures
That was
ever.
a lot of fun to do.
And we've also got me and Michael are going to talk about a really cool idea and theory I've had
hate
for
it,
years.
actually.
You don't like it?
I think it's so dumb.
I think it's amazing. It's like Lego conspiracy theories.
It's so awful.
So I'm not
I'm
gonna.
so against it.
Does it not make a little bit of sense
No, it's
though?
absolutely wrong. So far.
There will be doubters, but you will be utterly convinced by the time we're done filming this. So, yeah, so that should be filmed this afternoon. That'll be posted in a couple weeks from now. So, lots of great stuff coming up. But I think we're pretty wrapped up. It's been a little over 30 minutes. How do you think the new Christmas tree compares to the 2019 Christmas tree?
That's better to me.
It's bigger.
Exactly.
I know that.
Bigger is usually better.
But I don't know if it's actually as balanced. Because the old Christmas tree is very
It does look
very
fantastic,
nice
yeah.
and a nice cone shape to it. But let's see if I can scroll down to it. It's a little bit further down. Nope, I missed it. There it is. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're kind of right.
so
Almost a little.
I like it a lot, and I like that the star on top is really cool. But it just looks a little bit less refined
No, you're right. I agree with that.
in profile.
Yeah.
And I think the math is adding up right as far as the size of the branches, but it just looks a little bit too thick at the top. Looks more like a rocket and less like
It does look a little
a
rocky.
cone. So that's my problem there. But it is a cool set. We'll see them around, and I might even get one just because it's cool.
Yeah.
But and Angie will definitely get one. And it's nice that there is a new Christmas tree. The old one was so expensive. So yeah. Jerry Houston dropping the castle shields and the Joe emojis. It's a good time to use the Joe emoji. He actually looked dressing exactly the same as he was in the emoji. So just
see,
missing
which
the
is
sunglasses. That's the only thing.
Usually normal.
Yeah, you wore that hat pretty much every day. Do you ever wash the hat, or is it just always?
Actually, I watched it like for the first time the other day.
Okay, there you go. That's good. You gotta keep it clean, otherwise you're just gonna
It's
mess
gonna
your hair up.
stench.
Yeah. Cool conspiracy. Ever Lego theme coexist in the same universe? That's a fun theory. Like the Lego movie kind of esque theory. Yeah.
Obviously, Lord of the Rings rules them all.
That's true. One ring to rule them all. I did like his Sauron's appearance in the Lego Batman movie. It was really fun. So
I'm just annoyed that they put him in that. Like, and
he should have been in the Lego movie. You're saying?
All we get is that weird little eye on top of the what's it called?
Oh, that was like barely a nod on the
it's
Joker
so
Land
annoying.
thing. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Oh, not like the Lego movie. Okay, well, everyone each their own brickfires. Grumpy J finally made it in the chat. He says, watching while in break from the salt mine. Sorry, Grumpy J.
Salt mine.
I think that's how he refers to his job.
Oh, it's the
I
salt
get
mines.
it. I get it.
Nice.
Yeah, so. Good to see you, Grumpy. We're actually almost done now. We'll see. I think that's about all we had to talk about today. I'm thinking, is there any other Lego news you want to talk about? Floral art, double loop.
Lord of the Rings still isn't back.
Lord of the Rings to the back. Now, somebody was telling me there was some Indiana Jones pictures of the sets.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen them
I
anywhere.
haven't either.
But if they're out there, let us know. I'm really looking forward to those, though. So.
Cool.
And Fazoom just showed up. Man, everyone's here. We're about to... Where's your new Galaxy Explorer? Yeah, thanks, Fazoom! Ah! They're in the mail. They should be here soon. I hope they were today.
Yeah.
But gosh darn it if I'm not upset. I ordered 2 of them, and I think that's why they're taking
like,
longer.
Oh, this guy doesn't need them yet.
Yeah, Fazoom, where is my Galaxy Explorer?
I think Fazoom may have like raided and stole them from you.
Maybe he was waiting outside my house and he grabbed the package while it was being delivered.
That's probably it.
Oh my goodness. Man, I'm going to miss the ABC stream. We'll miss you too, Willem, but go do your school. You're going to do great, and we'll see you when we see you, You can watch them later. They always appear about an hour after we're done filming, so. Let's see. I got one day one. 2 came in the mail yesterday. Here you go, Pussy. We got 3 of them already. That's
well,
crazy.
he said 2 came in the mail.
Well, I got one day one. 2 came in the mail yesterday.
You might have got yours.
They got shipped to the wrong house. That's what happened. Insectoid Explorer would be a funny mod. That would be. He's admitting his own hatred for insectoids. He's like, that would be hilarious. So, let's see. Any Peach Slug folks coming to Brick Fair, Virginia? That's a good question because Chris is there, Daniel's there, and they're gonna have a good time. Probably a few Peach Slug people show up. I know some of them couldn't make it this time. So
me and Mark are just gonna chill over here.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but there's a lot of stuff. For example, I couldn't be doing this now if I was at work, and it would have just been
nothing. I would not have done it.
It wouldn't have happened. We would have had to cancel a couple videos, so I just decided to stay and work this week. So, but yep, thank you guys so much for watching. We're probably gonna wrap it up here, and we'll see you guys with more videos later today. Tomorrow, the Thursday night Joy of Building. Joe is usually helping Steven run that, and we'll be back with more live streams later in the week too.
For sure.
We'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alrighty, I'll let Joe get back to work and go ship some orders out for us here.
Yeah, I gotta do all the stuff and things.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys. Bye bye.